Justice League. Contemporary Justice League, also known as the Justice League, is a collection of superheroes carrying in their extraordinary strength to rescue the world from the dark forces in the universe. DC this time, mankind faced the cruelest demon, SteppenWolf. He is one of the most powerful minions of the Darkseid, a criminal and the greatest enemy of the Justice League. In the last 4 minutes of the latest trailer, SteppenWolf unleashes his supernatural powers, spreading fear and darkness to the land of Themyscira, the home of Wonder Woman and the human race. The final Justice League trailer has arrived at last, revealing Superman alive and well, even if the reality of that scene is just one of several questions it's left fans debating. There's new glimpses of the villain and Darkseid's real plans for Earth, upgraded visual effects for the explosive third act of the movie, and even more jokes proving this cast of characters was bound to live up to the excitement of the name. Of course, it's the bigger clues, hints, and apparent reveals that comic book fans will be hungry for. Since many of Justice League's battles or events on the timeline have been shown so far, it's more a case of filling in the blanks and confirming rumors. But there's just as much to consider, evaluate, and debate in the final 3 minutes of Justice League trailer montages.
What are your superpowers again? I'm rich.
Fans everywhere were waiting with bated breath for the reveal of Superman in Justice League, or not wanting to see it spoiled. It's a hard thing to decide, and in the final trailer, they got it. Although not in the way they may have hoped, as Lois is reunited with Clark in what's framed as a dream sequence. The picturesque dawn, and the immediate cut to Lois waking up in bed alone allow fans to see Henry Cavill in the movie, while allowing them to remain unspoiled, actually a clever solution on the marketing team's part to cover both sides of the fan demand. That being said, this may not be a dream sequences at all. Honestly, the fact that the trailer suggests it is a reason to believe the opposite, but there is more compelling evidence. For starters, Lois's wardrobe appears to be the same on the Kent farm as it is when she's back in Metropolis, gazing up into the sky. That shot in an earlier trailer had some wondering if they were witnessing Lois's first glimpse of her returned love, and the clothes may bear that theory out. How she gets from Metropolis, if it is Metropolis, to Smallville so quickly, or why Superman doesn't swoop in and take her off the street are key questions. So for those who hope this moment isn't the pair's real reunion, there's enough ambiguity to keep on hoping. It's also possible that she seeks out Martha on the farm, and the look into the sky comes later in the day. But it's not the only detail worth noticing in the scene, be it a dream or not. As much of a dream come true as it may be to see the restored Superman not fighting some alien menace, but taking in his family's current corn crop in the light of dawn, the scene is worth noting for other reasons. For starters, the fact that the potted plants on the porch, like the large tree in the yard, are completely bare of leaves. That puts the setting of the film in fall, possibly October, which would also make sense for certain types of corn, despite the saying that a crop should be knee-high by the 4th of July. Good news for those who would find Superman's return occurring in spring a bit too on the nose. Focusing on Superman specifically, or Clark, to be more accurate here, his appearance should stand out. It may be the very first time that he's been shown in the posture and hairstyle of his Superman identity, neither the disguise of Clark Kent worn in public, nor the more casual Clark seen in private. He looks like Superman, but he's not in the suit. Symbolically, it may finally be a sign that Clark/Kall/Superman has integrated all facets of his identity into one. Since Clark Kent was also pronounced dead and buried by friends and family in BVS, it may be wise for him to say goodbye to the old Clark, since it may be harder to resurrect his civilian identity than to resurrect Superman the hero.
Given the success of Wonder Woman, it's no surprise that people have paid special attention to the presence of Amazon's in Justice League marketing. The previous trailer confirmed Queen Hippolyta would meet Steppenwolf whether she wanted to or not, but these new images show a different portion of the reunion of the Apocalyptian General and the residents of Themyscira. But where a pack of Amazon riders fleeing from parademons across the island fits in is up for debate. Since the actual moment of Steppenwolf's arrival comes as he's teleported, or boomed to bed, into the Amazon stronghold directly in front of their mother box. This pursuit and eventual strike from him personally would presumably come after. Based only on the circumstances of his arrival, our first thought would be a pursuit of the mother box, hurried away by Queen Hippolyta and her fastest riders. The actual strike by SteppenWolf that comes after shows him knocking 4 riders from their steeds, which could be the 4 in the back of this squad. Or, the flying parademons could succeed in thinning the herd. It's hard to make out individual Amazons, but fans can at least expect his assault on Themyscira to be more than just a bombshell smash and grab.
Some clever editing splices SteppenWolf's axe slam on the Amazons into a similar feat previously shown as part of the ancient battle which opens Justice League, the skirmish in which humans, Amazons, and Atlanteans fought together to resist the invasion of Apocalypse. The new trailer shows the full scale of the strange glyph Steppenwolf rends into the surface of the earth, and what may happen to those souls unfortunate enough to see the strength and mystery of apocalyptic technology up close. In short, you're twisted into a husk of the person you used to be, and transformed into another soldier in Darkseid's massive parademon army. We suspected that the film would make this relatively modern clarification something of a plot point, and this shot of a human soldier appearing to transform into a parademon in the midst of battle confirms it. And if it's shown in such detail in the opening scenes, we would say fans should expect to see other characters subjected to the same fate, assuming the Justice League can't prevent it from happening.
The footage of Gal Gadot's Diana at her new day job in London, working on cleaning a massive statue, has popped up in a few places so far, from Justice League trailers to TV spots. It's been played for laughs, with Diana remarking that her weekend wasn't all that interesting, juxtaposed with foiling a hostage situation as Wonder Woman. And it's been played to mark a moment of concern, as she turns from her work in response to something. In the final trailer, her uttering of the word invasion reveals that this is the scene where Diana uncovers the coming threat, but that's not all fans should take away from it. For starters, it's a question of exactly how Diana knows an invasion is taking place, or coming soon. From what we know of the plot, Diana and Bruce begin working together as key figures are being kidnapped around the globe, eventually understood to be part of Steppenwolf's plan of attack. Kidnappings seem like little evidence for Diana to predict an invasion, unless she's been told this story before. We know that Hippolyta and Antiope will both be in Justice League, presumably in that opening battle. It would seem that either her mother or aunt told Diana of the great battle fought to stop an invasion of Earth from another world. Enough for her to spot the signs before it's too late, and hopefully fill in her teammates, and the viewer, on the nature of the threat.